I recorded this stuff a couple months ago, so I finally got around to editing it. I guess Utopia and Denzel does that to you. But anyway, enjoy the video, I guess. Alright, let's see how it works with the microphone now. We're back, again. It's been a bit since I've done a recording like this. You know, sitting on my floor, white background, looking around my camera. Reasons I couldn't record like this is because, for one, my roof needed to be replaced, so that was fun. Damn, they took the damn ceiling. So I couldn't really stay in my room while they practically had to repair my ceiling and replace everything, including my walls. Two, my PC had to be taken somewhere else, and I need to edit my videos so they aren't extremely dragged out and unfunny and full of empty space and stuttering. So, three, this actually happened about a month ago, but I'm finally ready to talk about something. So, while I was somewhere else, waiting for my room to be repaired, and since my computer was gone, I decided to listen to something. An album. I lost my computer, so I listened to OK Computer. Is that the reason why I wanted to listen to the album? No. I just thought it'd be a funny title to put. I probably heard someone talking about it, maybe a Fantano short, or I've just had this album in mind, and so I decided to listen to it. I don't really know. And no, I didn't want to listen to Radiohead because of the latest Guardians of the Galaxy movie. The song they use isn't even in OK Computer, if for some reason you weren't aware of that. I'm a creep, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. Well, yeah. That's pretty much how it went in Guardians, I think. I don't know. It was a good movie, though. I really like Guardians. I like Guardians. Sorry about that, if I ruined the song. But, I mean, it's an alright song, though. I know the band hates how popular it's gotten, so it's whatever. Also, quick tangent. I know I'm supposed to be talking about OK Computer, but why is that every time a song is shown in like a movie, show, or form of media, there's always the most unoriginal comments in the comment section of like the song? Like, I saw Creep in Guardians. I went to go listen to it in a video, and then there's comments like, "Who's here after watching Guardians 3?" Like, yeah, no shit, we came here from Guardians. Like I'm no originator either. I'm no originator either. I can be an NPC copy bot too, but holy, these types of comments get so annoying behind like the spam bots and scammers. Like even on Sunflower from Into the Spider-Verse, on that video there's like, "Who's here after Across the Spider-Verse?" Like, wow, cool. You posted a roll call telling everyone you watched the movie, or you listened to a song from that movie. Trust me, find any song that's been used in like a big trailer or any form of media, and you'll probably find one comment that's just that generic ass, "Who's here after watching, you know, blank, blah, blah, blah." Like, bro, we get it. We know the song is gonna get a spike in traction. There's no point in telling the comments about it. Like, at the very least, be creative about it. The sort of exception I can tolerate is when they make, like, funny or insider references about it. Like, example, in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I'd rather you go into a King Crimson song going, "Yo, this song is so good, it makes me want to punch five strong flamboyant men." That's not the best example I can get, but stay with me. Then just being basic like, "Oh, who's here after watching JoJo Part 5? And like, bro, we get it, okay? It's just so obvious, and it's just too obvious, and like a little annoying. That's my little tangent. I don't know if anyone else feels the same, or I'm just screaming about a whole lot of nothing, but I just need to get that off my chest. I don't know if I was gonna make a whole video about it, but well, there it is. Okay, so OK Computer is really great. It's a really great album. I listened to it fully for the first time about a month or so ago, and I can definitely see why people put it in such a high regard. It gives off this really dystopian, futuristic scenery, and it's pretty experimental. Pretty sure that a lot of people have said that already. You know, I'm only about 26 years late, but it's true. And plus, the core of it includes a banging rock instrumental with a mix of like soft ballad acoustic shit and extra chaotic noises from those synths or whatever. I'm so good. researched all the instruments from this album. But the instruments make it feel like machines going haywire, especially considering how Radiohead is playing with like some of these songs. But there is still a handful of euphoric resolves on the album, so it isn't all dirty, and that clashing variety is great in this album. Can you guys tell that I actually scripted this out because I'm not stuttering a lot and I actually have concise words to say? Thank you, scripting. Anyway, and it's usually commendable when artists take their work to the more experimental side. Whether it pays off or not, you can never really tell. But anyway, fucking need water. I don't know what to say about the true meaning of the album. I'm kind of going off the feel. Like, I can probably dissect some lyrics here and there and try to decode whatever the fuck is spewing out of Tom York's mouth. But the best parts of music is that we may get different meanings out of the same subject. It is subjective after all. Subjective. The main keywords I got from listening to this album is chaotic as well as futuristic. So, let's run through the track list a bit. But first, I need some fucking water, man. The first 3 tracks generally have this rock feel to it, but like, you're also in space. Those tracks being Airbag, Paranoid Android, and Subterranean Homesick Alien. I know, if you haven't listened to the album, the titles sound weirder and weirder, but who cares? Airbag has this dystopian. Airbag has this dystopian future aesthetic I talked about earlier, with the floating chords and how the guitar is picked. Then it gets a little wacky at the end. There will indeed be more wackiness later on in the album. Paranoid gets a little creepy with its half steps, which I really love. Moving a half step or chromatically, such a simple music move, but I'm such a sucker for it. Plus, it also goes from ethereal and builds into like a hard rocking section with an insane guitar solo. I mean, it's not like shredding, but it's chaotic and it's fast, so yeah, so it has the insane guitar. Yeah, so it has the insane guitar solo, then slows down again. Then the you know that section. It's great. Homesick Alien has a nice line. I'd show them the stars and the meaning of life. They'd shut me away, but I'd be alright. Whatever meaning you find out of that, you know, have at it. Or just search up what Tom York said about it. I don't know. Exit music for film has one of the best build-ups in the entire album. Such an amazing feeling when that part hits. I mean, I'm probably not gonna show it because I'm starting to get a little scared of copyright. I mean, I haven't got hit with anything, but you know, just to be safe, maybe you should listen to the album for context after this video, or I don't know, listen to the album, then come back. As long as you do watch this video, please. Then there's Letdown. I feel like it talks about being useless and not being of worth to others. But the whole one day I'm gonna grow wings line gives maybe hope that you'll feel like you'll rise up and become something of note. Huh. The genius annotation here says that it's more about false hope and how his dreams aren't actually intangible. Damn. See? Different meanings in media. I am media illiterate. Well, moving on. Then comes the next song I've actually heard from the album. Or I think this is the first song I've heard from radio in general. If you were a Panic at the Disco motherfucker like me, you probably heard the cover of this song. Talking about Karma Police. I'll admit, both versions are great. The song sounds pretty self-explanatory, talking about how being a menace or a nuisance to society will come back to pretty much bite you back. Panic at the Disco, man. But it's a good song. Then this robotic interlude type spoken word cut. Nothing too melodic about it, but it's still very eerie. It's like the computer is describing society or a specific person, or maybe in a way trying to artificially make a better person, going off by the last lyrics. Fitter, healthier, and more productive. A pig in a cage on antibiotics. Hey, man. Electioneering seems to cover political aspects, more like political unjust type of things, as well as a form of an antagonizing promo to vote for him. Good thing if I were president, or political figure, I wouldn't be corrupted in the slightest. I mean, give me 2024. Take over the world. Climbing Up the Walls has this lyric that I want to mention. I am the key to the lock in your house that keeps your toys in the basement, and if you get too far inside, you'll see my reflection. Radiohead was so influential, they made a major plot point in Attack on Titan. I'm sorry. That won't happen again. It probably will, but I mean, you can kind of see the correlations, the connections to that, even though they have nothing to do with each other. Am I gonna have to do the scream again? Am I gonna have to scream again? I need to learn how to scream. But we transition to another huge song with no surprises. I remember listening to the album and hearing this song, and I kept wondering to myself, where have I heard this song before? Because it sounded familiar. I heard it from that video of the Jiggle Jiggle skin with Denji and Power from Chainsaw Man. Basically, that video is just Power and Denji screaming at each other, or, well, their images being over the original audio type of thing. They scream at each other while Aki looks hopeless, singing this song while enduring the two brats. Thing was also using a Family Guy edit, but anyway, it feels like the song can kind of relate to with that video because it gives off a message of that this life isn't great or ideal, but you have to endure it anyway as you're used to it. Maybe even suicide or living your final days in this saddening state of complacency. Big words, baby. Lucky gives off a message of feeling optimistic, but kind of like in a adrenaline pumping way. You know, standing on the edge, having your senses boosted, making you feel more alive type of thing. You know, like for adrenaline junkies, after you've done something crazy, you're like, blood is all pumping, your adrenaline's there, you feel great, like you can do anything type of thing. And then the album ends with The Tourist. And let me tell you, I can somewhat relate to this, especially in the slow down line. Driving in town here, there are a shit ton of jaywalkers. Maybe I'm unfamiliar with how other states are with jaywalking, but seeing these guys not know how to abide by a crosswalk light, it's you idiots. but it's not what the band meant. They said something about how you should really be slowing down more when you are the tourist. Pretty much enjoy being in the moment. Don't take everything at light speed. Which makes a lot of sense too, or more sense, which makes more sense than probably what I was thinking. If you start to do too many things at once, your action starts to lose value, practically making it useless. And he's also basically calling himself an idiot. So I can relate to that. But yeah, that's my little rundown of OK Computer by Radiohead. Overall, a really great album with amazing tracks, hard-hitting guitars, and ethereal but weird-ass external instruments. External? Additional instruments? One of those words. It's probably additional. Fucking idiot. Of course, I could have talked more about the album, but I'll just leave my brief statements on every song for now. Deep dives can be for later, as I re-listen to the album in the future. I do recommend you to listen to it, if for some reason you haven't already, like I did. Or, if you listened to it already, listen to it again. Maybe there's something new you can make out of the lyrics, etc. Really need to make a rock playlist for my Spotify. I need to finish my rap playlist too, man. But yeah, OK Computer. I give it 10 OK signs. Go listen to it. I should really listen to Radiohead's entire discography. Maybe finally make another video in the style of that Cardi video I have. We shall see. Well, be ready for my next video. It's Pride Month, so I listen to In Rainbows. Is that offensive? I hope not. But that album slaps as well. It's a good album. Huh. How's this gonna work with the mic now? I don't even know if the camera... What about with the distortion? Jesus Christ. Even though that might mic's not even facing the amp, but it still catches it still catches the sound, so I don't know what to do. It's probably a riff in my video somewhere. I didn't warm up. That's my excuse. Just start playing I'm Yours. I don't know how to play it. Anyway, that should be enough. Bye!